It's the AK Option Trader back at you again here. Sorry about last week. I was out of town. I've been out of town for a couple weeks now, attending to some other business that took up a vast majority of my time, much more than I anticipated. Extremely busy as on Kodiak Island, closing up some loose ends here for a certain celebration, dedication, different things going on. Personal business, I got it taken care of. I'm back home. Video's a couple days late, but that's all right. We'll get to it right now. Be honest, I didn't watch the market a whole bunch. I was so busy all day, every day, late into the night. I just didn't have a chance. I didn't do any trading last week, last 7-8 days. I just took time off. Just looked every day, absolutely, to see what was going on and to see where we're at. So let's just jump into it and take a look at it, shall we? So let's start with the VIX. Let's close in on here, VIX. This is my old support line. It's 2277, which was breached here, but it's not yet to be closed beneath. You can see we are playing definitely down in that area. We were playing in the area right near the bottom of this. I broke all my trend lines. All my uptrend lines have been just getting slaughtered here. But we haven't been really moving down. We haven't been doing much of anything. Everything we do is sideways. Every time we go up, we end up coming down. Every time we go down, we end up coming up. So we are just range bound big time here in the VIX. Okay, so again, if we get break beneath this 2273, and break by break I mean we need to close beneath it. All right, then that's pretty significant. That's going to be rally time for the market. Which has been rallying anyway. If this acts as support and bounces, then it's going to start being downtime for the market. Anyway, my computer's slow, so I'm doing things a little bit different, so they might be off screen a little bit. We'll see how it works. Alright, so here's the Dow. Ready? The Dow obviously has been rallying, coming on up. We got this nice support line right here and a support line right here. We got dual supports, okay? Obviously this one is quite a bit stronger than this one. It'd be a lot easier for this one to get broke. Right now, I drew a little fib lines from the top up here, from October, November highs to the lows here recently in March. If you look, the 50% retracement line coincides with this down move right here, which is where I saw the next resistance at. We've got a long ways between here and here. This number is 10,348. We're at 9,829. But we're doing a lot of that sideways stuff that we've been doing before. And most of these sideways moves are followed by down move before we get a rally. Sideways, sideways, down, rally, down, rally. Probably see the same type of thing here. Sideways for a few days and then a rally. Let's see what the other ones look like. So we're going to pull up the NASDAQ. Same thing. Remember, I was watching for this move down, this lower low right here. This is where I thought this lower low would come in. So if we pull this in a little bit closer, I thought this move down here at the beginning of September would end up down a little bit lower before we rallied. We did not make it. In fact, we had a higher low and then rallied. Okay, I was expecting a little bit of a lower low, then a rally up here. So right now we're in rally mode again, based off fib lines, some loosely placed fib lines here. Resistance around 2250 or something like that. However, we could definitely see right down here at these lows, this area seems to be pretty significant area of 2146 is one to watch. Okay, so let's watch that 2146. In fact, I'll put a line on it for you just so we can see where it is. I'm going to call it right in this area here, 2165. Okay, so let's watch that as a resistance area, 2165. Now let's go on to the S&P. Oh, come on, computer, chug. S&P, okay, same type of thing, very similar. We broke through this pennant early on, came down. Here's our bottom, here's our rally. Here's some fib lines I've been playing with and watching. They've been working really well. We broke out. So our next one is up here at the 161.8, whatever. It's 1209, way up here, okay? I don't think we're going to make it up there. I think we're going to see a stall out coming. In fact, we might be in a stall out area right where we're at. Again, same thing. We had that nice little sideways movements just like we had in June. Down move, up. Sideways movement here. At end of August, down move, up. We're seeing sideways move here. So possibly a down move followed by some up move coming. But I want to show you something before we move on. This is one I put on the video a couple weeks ago. It was the spiders, okay? Remember I said this gap should offer, I think video from 2 weeks ago, or a blog from 2 weeks ago. I was watching for this gap fill to offer resistance, 106.96. Well, looky. Right here, this area is offering pretty decent resistance, okay? So it's a good topping point. It's a good area for a reversal, okay? Volume's still a pittance. Look at this volume. It's terrible. And volume is just sinking into this rally. It is a clear divergence. You got the uptrend here. You've got the downtrend here, a clear divergence. All right, we have a clear sell-off coming. There is a time when it's coming. This market could rally, who knows how high, but there is a sell-off in the near future, I believe. Okay, so keep an eye on this. Right now, of course, we got the shorter 50 moving average crossing over the 200 moving average, so that's a bullish signal. Everything is pointing bullish right now, so we're looking for clear resistance lines, and this is one of them, I believe, on the spiders, and we are on it. Obviously, a strong break above this with some volume, and then we're going to be looking for our next resistance line. If it holds, we're probably going to drop back down to this trend line, I would say, in this area here, the 102 area. I think it would be, well, I don't know. This one has been really strong, so let's keep an eye on it. I've mentioned before I'm not going to buy puts until this one's broke, so let's keep an eye on this trend line right here, and this will be the 105 area. It's going to create a bit of a wedge triangle in this area right here. So up to, from down to here, up to here, down, down. Watching for a break of there. Alright, so there's some of the indices, some of the ones we've been watching. Let's go for some individual stocks. I've been playing a lot of individual stocks lately because the indices have been acting all goofy. I'm doing better playing individual trades than I am Qs or spiders or any of that stuff. Alright, so here's APL, Atlas Pipeline Partners. This is a nice downtrend, or a spinning top on the top descending line. Wouldn't mind this could hold real easy here. We can see a drop here. If it breaks to the upside, it's a good time to go long. If this holds and starts turning down, you get a nice close beneath it. It's a good short down to 550. That's what I'd be looking for. TXN, Texas Instruments. Simple. Got a simple bearish engulfing, got a doji. Now this should signal a reversal, but it's been moving sideways. I like this bear resistance. I like this moving average line moving on down, crossing beneath here. I'm looking for a bearish call on this. I think this thing is going to break this low, this 2350, on its next down move. Okay, so a target somewhere down in this area, I'd say 2150, maybe a $2 move, somewhere like that. That's what I'd be looking for. Apollo, real nice, simple signal. Simple bearish Harami, had a real nice up move, had some good news come out last week, then had a real nice bearish Harami into an up move. This would signal maybe next day or two a down move, going to probably break beneath this 200 moving average again. I know it's a $70 stock, not everybody plays them, but if you play the options, it's definitely playable, and that's what I usually do, is play the options most of the time. Simple Hansen, basically a double top. It's just coming back up. Kind of had a rounded bottom up into a double top, hit this resistance. I like it because it's simple either way. If it breaks to the upside, play it long. But I think this is going to hold. Got a nice doji right here holding on this line. So I'd be looking for a sell-off down into the bottom here. $32 area probably is where my target would be. And that's on Hansen. Taser, another one of my old favorites. This one's got a pretty nice, I think this is reaching the most resistance of everything I'm looking at. If you look at this Taser, it broke out this wedge nice, then started a secondary wedge on the way down, a descending pennant. Out of this pennant, it broke beneath the support of the old one. Comebacks retested it a couple times, broke through it, fell back beneath it again. Now we're running into the 200 moving average as resistance. We're running into this line as resistance. And we're running into this line as resistance. You've got three sets of resistance. You've got a crux right here, all right? To break through here, we're going to need to see a huge volume push like we did right here on the 14th of September. But I'm thinking we're going to see this thing stall out right in here. Maybe make one more run up to the 473 area, something like that, and then see a drop on Taser. All right, so keep an eye on that. I think we can fit one more in here. Let's try WNR. WNR, just a real nice symbol, just a tombstone doji, a hangman followed by a tombstone, super simple, reversal signal, same volume both days. I just think this up move's run out. It's probably going to drop back down to this area here, 650, and then maybe take off one more time. Let's throw one more in there. LUV, Southwest, love. All right, this broke up above this inverted head and shoulders area here, but it's followed by a nice bearish engulfing. I'll be looking for this drop. If this line breaks, go short. If it holds, go long. All right, 925. So that's it. This will be the AK option trader. All right, I'm glad to be back. I'm a little discombobulated. Literally been up all night and trying to get this going and get back to you guys. So again, I apologize for not being there last week. It's just one of those things. I had so much going on. Let's watch it and see what happens. This will be AK Option Trader signing off.